The Aftermatch rolls on. We are live every single day across socials and YouTube during the Nitto ATP Finals here in Turin. Big games and big names. How about this next one? 345 career wins and 2019 Nitto ATP Finals champion, the one, the only, Stefanos Tsitsipas is here. How are you? We're going for the high five there. You good?
I'm good.
You'll be happy to know that this is live on YouTube.
Great.
You know your numbers? How many subscribers?
I have currently, let me guess, 189,000 subscribers.
185,000. Soon to be 189.
I overestimated the numbers.
It was one of your main passions early on. So let's have a look at one of your cameras that you've got, Stefanos. Where does your inspiration come from with these videos?
It comes from my other side, which is linked to my tennis, I'd say, because I really enjoy creativity in anything I do. I don't know if that speaks out for my game, the way I'm trying to play my game, but definitely the creative side of me is really big into my daily life. I have a big appreciation for anything aesthetic, big on architecture. I love architecture, so I just realized a few years ago that I'm just into the arts. And that has been something that has been a hobby of mine, has been keeping me occupied over the last few years, especially when I'm not on the tennis court. These are the type of things that I want to indulge on and spend as much time on doing.
Aesthetics and art. I guess that's where we've got the one-handed backhand from.
Correct. I always wanted to be different from the other players. So I guess the reason I chose a single-handed backhand was perhaps that was the reason behind it.
We found an early picture of you playing tennis here. Do you remember looking at this?
Oh
what were your aspirations back then? And by the way, the hair has always been good, right?
It's been the same, almost. Wow, what a memory. I even remember where I played and where that took place. I was in Regensburg, Germany. That photo was taken there. And I think I'm playing under 12. I played a very similar tennis back then than I do now. My psychologist that I have been working with for so many years, the first time he stumbled upon me and he saw me, he was mesmerized by the way I played. I remember he told me specifically that he's never seen a 12-year-old serve and volley and come to the net and return and run to the net, and that's what made him. That's what made him drawn into me when he saw me. He was mesmerized by the experience, seeing a young kid serve and volley and play attacking tennis, and that's what has been actually my style of game since I was a young kid. Perhaps much more conservative now these days. Obviously, surfaces have changed. The power aspect of tennis has changed a little bit, but I still got it within me. I still try and use it as much as I can, and I try and approach my tennis from that type of side, being the one that takes the initiative, being the one that attacks, being the one that takes the decisions when I play.
Decisions to come, because we've got a game for you. It's called Buzzwire. I'm sure you've seen this before. You have to get it all the way around, but I'm going to ask you quick fire questions whilst you do it. Don't worry about if you get a buzz, and just carry on going round. The aim of the game is to make it as quick as possible. So in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Stefanos, straight away, here we go. If you were writing a book about your season, what would the book be called? He's forgotten to answer the questions. He's so focused. Stefanos,
it would be about my life in Bulyagmeni, my hometown.
Yeah.
And my daily life in sports, family, and my aspirations as a young, adventurous kid in the suburban town of Bulyagmeni.
It's a great book. I will buy it. Travel item that has saved you this season.
Definitely an adapter helps me keep my devices charged when I'm traveling.
Well done, Stefanos. And finally, 3 words to describe your 2024.
Monotonous. It's been like I had a peak right about spring, like a pretty decent peak where I was seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, and then it dropped. So monotonous in terms of like hasn't been much exciting since then.
And still great hair. 2 more words, okay? That's fine. Thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Did well with the Buzzwire. We'll see Grigor Dimitrov later on today.
Perfect.
Thanks for tuning in. Use the hashtag the Aftermatch if you've got any questions for our next guests.